Sometimes these collective messages are like screaming to get out, and over the past few months, I just haven't had the time or emotional energy to present them. And this time, I listened to the cards, I listened to my own reading, and I trusted the process, and it happened. That cycle ended for me immediately. It just immediately. It was hard. I actually needed reassurance for the first time in a long time. I needed confirmation that I was making the right choice. But the people that know me and love me, they were like, Nikki, if you feel it, trust it, go with it, make the right decision, make that decision for yourself, end that cycle. Say enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not the one anymore. Go find someone else to do that too. And there are people that would probably thrive in that kind of environment. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to make that choice for anyone else. Maybe there's a lesson that someone else can learn in that environment. For me, it was like I was being dragged down a dirt road that I paved myself. It was like, I don't need to know the torture and the horrors of this again. I've already been through this before. I already know what kind of nonsense is here. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this. And then I pull the Ace of Pentacles. As soon as you say, no, I'm done, the opportunity that you've been waiting for presents itself. It's right there. Sometimes that thing that's been in your mind, like I should do this, I should try this, but it's hard or I don't want to. Sometimes that's that little spirit nudge that you've been ignoring. Sometimes that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes you just need to try it and see what happens. And when you try it and see what happens, you discover that it was exactly the answer that you needed. You need a fresh start. It's time for a fresh start. It's time to do the things that you keep thinking about, make the hard choices. Yes, there will be some adjustment. Yes, there's some aspects of starting over are challenging, but didn't you want something different? So yeah, you have to go through those things because you wanted something different, but um I'm not the only one here in this place right now. This message is for the collective because there is some cycles that are done, done, done. Put the final nail in the coffin. Say no more and start that new life that you deserve. Start living exactly the way that you always were intended to live. One of the people that I respect and admire the most for their wisdom um, has said multiple times to me to take up a lot of space and be as loud as I need to be heard. And the message in these cards today is has reminded me of that sentiment of that you need to use your voice to communicate and express a situation. There is a deeper wisdom here that you possess that you don't need to explain where you have it. You just know. You just understand. Maybe there's some lesson that you've learned in the past, or maybe even in a previous life, or maybe you've witnessed somebody else's experience and were able to, you know, logically connect the dots as to what was happening and why. But you understand what's happening. Now you have to speak out about it. And it's connected to something bigger. It's connected to something deeper. It's connected to part of your purpose, or perhaps it's going to connect to pieces of a disconnected path for you. Maybe you're not entirely sure how this connects. That's not you're not going to have all the explanation here, but there's just something that makes sense that you just know deep within your body. You just know it physically, viscerally. You know that you need to speak up and say something, that there's something that needs to be communicated. There is an understanding that you have here that needs to be expressed. Now, whether it's for some other person's benefit or whether it's for your own benefit, it depends on the situation. It depends on the individual who's hearing this message. But there is some benefit to you expressing yourself clearly This is like part of who you are. This is the life force communication is not, that's not just, oh, I'm just saying something casually, like, can I get fries with that? This is like, your life depends on it. Who you are and your purpose is connected to these words that you need to say. And there's this absolute miracle, ancient wisdom here that connects these two pieces. There's an understanding here that you can't explain. You don't need to explain it. You just need to trust it. You need to feel what you feel and communicate and express that clearly. There is something at the end of this that happens that changes everything for you for the better. So be open, be clear, be direct. No apologies needed. You say what needs to be said, and you trust that the universe has your back here. So this message is really loudly speaking to me. It's trust in the magic. That white raven is such a powerful card. When it says trust in the magic, that means that the work that you've been doing, it means it's trusting in yourself. It's trust in your own magic. What you've asked for, what you've been working towards, what you have focused on, what you've been dreaming about, what you've been praying for, all of the work that you've put forth. Why would you question it? I'm getting that some of the things that are happening, you don't trust necessarily that these things are happening because it is connected to the magic that you've done. So you're doubting what's happening because it's not exactly the step that you thought was going to happen. It doesn't happen that way. If we knew too much, we would overthink our steps, right? So from point A to point B, there's an invisible pathway. We don't see the pathway. We don't know what it looks like. It's invisible. But do you know that it's there? Do you trust that it's there? That you created this connection from point A to point B, where you are right now to where you want to be? Did you create that pathway? Yes, you did. You did that. Stop looking at your feet. Look ahead at the goal. Put one foot in front of the other and step through that gateway. Step through that portal. Step through into that next stop. There's no questions need to be asked. It's just literally one foot in front of the other. Continue trusting. Continue knowing that you are powerful beyond anything that anyone could ever take from you. Nobody can do anything to you that you don't allow. Nobody can hex you. Nobody can work magic against you. You put that shield up. You put those intentions in place. You are the most powerful witch in the universe. And that's the secret to doing good magic, is understanding and that power that you possess and trusting the power that you possess over your own life. Because you are the only one that has power there if you are the only one that claims it. Now, if you allow someone else to try to claim power over your life, they might be able to have an effect. But are you going to do that? No. You are the most powerful witch in control of your own life. That is your power. That is your pathway. You created it. One step in front of the other. Look straight ahead. Don't doubt. Don't question. Just keep doing what you need to do. Look forward. Look forward. Okay? Many blessings.